you much when the sun goes down. Just rosin that bale and spin around while the world's still talking in black and white. She sings in colors through strings at night. No long speeches, no fancy lines, just a lonesome waltz in three-quarter time. I swear I knew her deepest truth when she bent that note in sweet vermouth. She talks in fiddle tunes, speaks with fire under Texas moons. Every slide, every sway, says what words could never say. She don't cry, she don't swoon, she just lets that redwood croon. She don't speak, but she sure moves. She talks in fiddle tunes. I asked her once, what's on your mind? She played me back in 6/8 time, a whisper soft in G and D, and suddenly she undressed me. She talks in fiddle tunes, speaks with fire under Texas moons. Every slide, every sway, says what words could never say. She don't cry, she don't swoon, she just lets that redwood croon. She don't speak, but she sure moves. She talks in fiddle tunes. When the lights go low and the bar turns hush, she'll pull that bow and hearts will rush. One solo break and you'll believe that strings can preach and songs can breathe. She talks in fiddle tunes, tells the truth neath neon runes. No need for lines, no need for lies, she says it all with closed eyes. So if you hear that sweet monsoon, it ain't just notes beneath the moon. That's her heart and every bruise. She talks in fiddle tunes. What's on your mind? She played me back in 6/8 time, but we were soft in fiddle tunes. She talks 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 in fiddle tunes.
You walked in like a worn-out song, with that crooked grin and a heart half gone. I told myself, don't give him a glance, but my feet had plans for one more dance.
You said goodbye 3 times last June, yet here we are beneath the neon moon. You roll your eyes, I tip my hat.
We dance, potato, we're done with that. One step close, I feel that sting.
2 steps back, still pull your string.
Ain't no use trying to fake romance. It's a honky-tonk heartbreak dance. Just one more honky-tonk heartbreak dance.
Your perfume hits
Like a summer storm
that hurt still hide, and where you're warm.
You say one song, but we both know this ain't the last time we let it go.
You call me fire, I call you rain, but we keep dancing through the pain. 'Cause even when our love don't last, our boots still know how to relive the past.
One more dip, one more delay.
Say you leave, but then you stay.
It's a reckless still romance in this honky-tonk heartbreak dance. It's a spin, it's a slide, it's a burn in the chest. It's pretending we gave it our best. We waltz like the past ain't got a hold, but baby, this dance is worn and old. Still we sway like it's one last chance in a honky-tonk heartbreak dance.
You hold too tight, I breathe too fast. We know this love just ain't built to last. But tonight,
Under these neon lights, we'll lose again and call it right. It's a spin, it's a slide, it's a kiss in retreat. It's memories spilling off our feet. And we crash, we burn, we still advance in this honky-tonk heartbreak dance. It's rhythm and ruin, whiskey and chance. Just one more honky-tonk heartbreak dance. You found me sipping gin alone, red lipstick, pretending I'm stoned. You said, darling, didn't we swear last time? And I said, yeah, but lies still rhyme.
You wore that scent I can't forget, same as the night our hearts first met. You laughed and said, this ain't a tune, just barroom promises and cheap perfume. Barroom promises and cheap perfume, where hearts get loud in a lonesome room. We swear we're done and start again with one slow dance and two shots of sin. We say never by the neon bloom, but we're still caught in this old saloon. Barroom promises and cheap perfume. I told myself, don't take that seat, but your eyes lit fire under my feet. You poured me a lie with that sideways grin, and I drank every drop you poured me in.
You look like hurt with a little hope, all cowboy charm and unraveling rope. I said this time, let's not resume, but your kiss still smelled like cheap perfume. Barroom promises and cheap perfume, words that vanish by the afternoon. We swear we're wise and fall too fast, try to rewrite what couldn't last. We say goodbye but make more room for one more lie beneath this moon. Barroom promises and cheap perfume.
how this ends,
but we're better at breaking than being friends.
and as long as this jukebox plays our tune,
We'll be singing in shadows and smelling like truth. Barroom promises and cheap perfume, a love too wild, a heart too soon. We dance in smoke, we fade in light, we fall apart about every night. But I take it back like I always do, with nothing left but a worn out tune. Barroom promises and cheap perfume.
I still remember that old screen door creaking soft like it did before. Mama humming low in her faded gown, while the sunset wrapped around our town. Daddy's boots by the rocking chair, coffee steam in the evening air. We didn't have much, but we had enough. A little house, a lot of love. Back when the porch light stayed on, we always knew where we belonged. Hearts were strong, nights were long, but somehow we kept holding on. Back when the porch light stayed on. The radio played a gentle tune as Grandma rocked by the silver moon. We'd slow dance on the wooden floor. Didn't need much, we had more. Back when the porch light stayed on, we always knew where we belonged. Hearts were strong, nights were long, but somehow we kept holding on. Back when the porch light stayed on. Now the house is still in the fields of dry, but I still see that glow in my mind's eye. No matter how far I may roam, that little light still leads me home. Back when the porch light stayed on, we found our peace in a world long gone. Faith was deep, love was strong, no one ever felt alone. Back when the porch light stayed on.
kitchen door, always tracking in mud like you own the floor. You rev too loud, talk too fast, but boy, you've got a charm that lasts.
You steal the covers, roll your eyes, start a fire with just one side wise. You talk in circles but walk so fine. Girl, you shift my heart every time.
You drive me crazy in all the right gears, speeding through kisses, switching up fears. You got that wild in your sweet little grin, got me spinning like tires on a back road wind.
You ain't easy, but you're worth the ride.
Burning rubber with nothing to hide. You drive me crazy in all the right gears.
You slam my truck door like you mean war, then blow a kiss that I fall for. You ain't quiet, you don't break slow, but you're the engine in my soul.
You miss the signs but hit the charm. One wrong turn and I'm in your arms. You love like lightning, fight like fire, but still you're every song I desire. You drive me crazy in all the right gears, from midnight tears to sunrise cheers. You stole my pride, then gunned my grace. Pull me close in a four-lane chase. No map needed, just you near. Fast or slow, long as you steer. You drive me crazy in all the right gears.
Your trouble with the southern drawl,
Your chaos in high heels, y'all.
but when we crash, we still stay true.
'Cause I direct the world to ride with you. You drive me crazy in all the right gears, turning fights to laughs and shifting tears. Down every mile of our wild years.
We're stick shift lovers without the fears.
You're my high-speed
Heart race frontier.
baby, you drive me crazy in all the right gears.
She's got diesel on her boots and dirt on her jeans, hair tied back, chasing wild machines. She don't wait for green lights to go. She's thunder rolling down the back road. Lipstick red like a setting sun, spins that wheel like a loaded gun. You can try, but you won't catch. She leaves tire tracks and never looks back. She's fire behind the wheel, burning rubber, breaking steel. A heart that roars, a soul that flies. Ain't no breaking those blue jean thighs. You can chase her, but she won't yield. She's fire, fire behind the wheel. She don't need a map or a man to lead, just an open lane and a full-speed creed. Her dreams run fast, her grip runs tight, and Lord, she owns the night. She's fire behind the wheel, burning rubber, breaking steel. A heart that roars, a soul that flies. Ain't no breaking those blue jean thighs. You can chase her, but she won't yield. She's fire
Trains going down on the county line, trucks roll in like a back road sign. Cooler's full and the fire's lit, tailgate drops, yeah, this is it. She walks up in them worn out boots, spins in circles like a live wire loose. Radio cranking that outlaw sound, and we ain't slowing this party down. We're kicking dust on a Friday night, boots are stomping in the pale moonlight. Hearts run wild in a southern groove, dancing like we got nothing to lose. Raise your glass, hold it high, we're burning fast and feeling right, kicking dust on a Friday night. Joe's on the fiddle, swinging mean, Sally's laughing in them cut-off jeans. Old Red Barn's got a brand new beat, with hay on the floor and fire in our feet. We're kicking dust on a Friday night, boots are stomping in the pale moonlight. Hearts run wild in a southern groove, dancing like we got nothing to lose. Raise your glass, hold it high, we're burning fast and feeling right, kicking dust on a Friday night. City lights, just stars above and good old fights. We live it loud, we live it true, that small town soul comes shining through. We're kicking dust on a Friday night, laughing loud till the morning light. Hearts on fire in a country tune, spinning around like a red hot moon. So clap your hands, scream and shout, this is what life's all about, kicking dust on a Friday night.
Six-string case and a voice like gold, she sang to the sky, I tapped my boots, fell in love right there under country roots. We played the bars, we played the streets, two worn hearts and no defeat. A mason jar for dimes and dreams, built our life on chords and things. It's heartbeats and hammered strings, living wild off what music brings. Strumming love in a worn out key, but the rhythm's strong and it sets us free. Every note, every song we sing, it's heartbeats and hammered strings. Rain or shine, we don't slow down, just chasing gigs from town to town. She hums the words, I play the line. Together we're a freight train on time. Yeah, it's heartbeats and hammered strings, living wild off what music brings. Strumming love in a worn out key, but the rhythm's strong and it sets us free. Every song we sing, it's heartbeats and hammered strings. No mansion lights or limousine, just her smile and a tambourine. We ain't rich, but we're alive. With every crowd we start to thrive. It's heartbeats and hammer strings, from honky-tonks to county kings. With fire in our hands and truth that rings, yeah, we make our way with broken wings, still dancing in what life might bring. With heartbeats and hammered strings.
see no wild in there.
You throw that shade like a neon queen, sipping fire with your stare so mean. You strut by like you own the night, but girl, I'm game if you wanna fight.
You say you're thunder, but I bring rain. You bring heat, but I bring flame. This ain't no game we're falling in. You talk trouble, I walk in.
You draw lines, I cross them fast.
You talk sweet, I never asked.
You spark fires, I fan the wind.
We both know where this ends again.
You tease the storm with a wicked grin.
You talk trouble, I walk in.
You wear that smirk like it's a dare. Spin your glass, toss back your hair. But one wrong look, one slow smile, and I'll chase you down in outlaw style.
You think you're tough with your boots and charm, but I break hearts like I break alarms. You brag too loud, but you dance just right, so maybe I'll stay one more night.
You light the fuse, I strike the match.
You pull ahead, I scratch and catch.
We're wild enough to lose or win.
You talk trouble, I walk in.
You throw shade, I throw it back. You bring heat,
I torch the track.
we're wild enough to lose or win.
You talk trouble,
I walk in. You throw shade, I throw it back. You bring heat, I torch the track. You talk storms, I bring the spin. We crash like thunder rolling in.
so pour the shots and spin that sin.
You talk trouble,
I walk in. One of these nights we'll go too far,
one of these fights will leave a scar. But
till that day we'll dance and grin. You talk trouble, I walk in.
you draw lines, I cross them proud. You whisper low, I shout out loud. You play coy, I play to win.
We both love this mess we're in.
So cue the band, let boots begin. You talk trouble, I walk in. One of these nights, we'll go too far. One of these fights will leave a scar. But till that day, we'll dance and grin. You talk trouble, I walk in. You talk trouble, I walk in.
I told my friends I wouldn't stay, just one quick beer, then walk away. But the moment I saw your silhouette, I knew I wasn't leaving yet.
You said goodbye just last July. Now you're back with that same old line. Just passing through with that crooked grin. But here we go, falling in again.
I swore this bar
Was not our place.
but there's still whiskey in your face.
We keep needing like it's fate, right where we always fall too late.
Ain't no exit in this bar. We drive in circles near and to this too long,
and every door we try is fake. It's a goodbye we never take.
ain't no exit in this bar. We play tough but leave a jar of every kiss we ever stole between the jukebox and our souls. It's not the neon, it's who we are. Ain't no exit in this bar. Maybe we're just stuck in time, or maybe we're just stuck in rhyme.
But I'd rather stay and feel this sting than walk away from everything.
Ain't no exit in this bar, not for hearts this torn apart. We say we'll leave, we shut the tap, but find our way back where we had one more spark, one more scar. Ain't no exit in this bar. You walked in at 1:45, boots too loud and smile too smooth. Bartender said, son, it's near the end. But then you sat down and said, hi, friend.
You looked lost in your half-warm beer, eyes half shut, but the grin was clear. I said, what's your story, cowboy dear? You said it starts when you sit right here. It's the last round, and the lights are low. We just met, but it kind of flows. Ain't no time for second guess, just one spark and one sweet mess. No slow dance, no promises missed, just last round and first kiss. You said, I don't usually move this fast. I said, cowboy slows in the past. We laughed hard, clinked our glass, and watched the clock run out too fast.
You told me you sing on Friday nights. I said I fix trucks and lose bar fights. But girl, right then in that worn out booth felt more real than Sunday truth. It's the last round, but we're feeling right. Just one chance to hold you tight. No slow build, no movie script, just your lips and whiskey lips. Didn't plan for love like this. In the last round with a first kiss. Maybe we're just fools tonight, but baby, it sure feels right. If this bar shuts down true, I'll still walk out next to you. It's the last round, but it won't be the end. 'Cause I'm hoping you'll come back again. One more drink, one more song, but with you it won't be long before we turn this into bliss. From last round to forever from that first kiss.
It's the last round, one it won't be the end. 'Cause I'm hoping
You'll come back again. One more drink, one more song,